When we were here at K-State, it was probably the first time we had an experience with the Flint Hills.
In some ways, I can always remember occasionally being around the Flint Hills, but just as Mary, my first real recollections in a meaningful way would have been when we were in school. Part of me is more like there wasn't like a time for it to grow on me, because it was something that had always been around and something that is always meaningful to be in.
Well, one story that I can tell about bringing someone from Chicago out to the Flint Hills, they looked around out on the top of a ridge and said, "Now we get it." And I think that's an experience by having the Discovery Center and other areas here that people can look at and really see that it is amazing. It just has a feeling of relaxation and freedom for us. And we're very, very blessed to be able to be a part of it.
I think almost every time you're here, there's something new that happens and is fulfilling. And each time is through the year is all interesting and beautiful. And it's sort of like the cycle of the Flint Hills themselves, that, winter comes and things die and there's snow, and again the grass dries, and then the spring comes and we have a burn, perhaps, or maybe not, and then we have green grass, and it just is a beautiful cycle. All that's one of the things that struck us a lot about the Flint Hills, that the fact that the tall grass prairie is so beautiful, and then having the Flint Hills is what then preserve that part of an ecosystem that we think is just incredible and should be cherished. We were at a photo exhibit in the Flint Hills Discovery Center. I think it was last summer. Doesn't really matter when. It was photographs from a conservationist, and there on the wall was a sign that said that the ecostructure of the tall grass prairie is the most disturbed ecosystem in the world.
Well, one thing that was surprising to me is not ever having grown up in agriculture or even in the country is the berm. Just seeing how fast that turns around, and that's such a feeling of renewal and growth. But I also think you can compare that to life, that there are times when things seem very bleak, or maybe there has been something significantly unfortunate, but there's always that hope of renewal.
And certainly that rallies you to think about, what do we have to do to keep sustaining the tall grass prairie so it's around for another 150 years. It's almost universally true that when good things happen, people are involved in that.
I think anytime you can collaborate, it's going to be helpful for something. If you're in a small town, if you're in a larger city, if you're living in the country, it's getting to know people and finding out what their passion is and finding ways to work together to make a better place for others.
So it's very much true, is the same as the Flint Hills, that the Flint Hills are made up of all the pieces, and everything everybody can bring to have good outcomes also then make a greater sum.